All right, shoulder rock for the tactical population. That's the goal for this video here. Okay, this isn't necessarily deep dive of instruction. What I'm seeing with the population that we use this with, the tactical population, is there seems to be some common threads of deficiency, which is, I just want to highlight that because that's exactly what this beautiful little piece of equipment does, is that there's a real particular deficiency when the arms go overhead and we say, hey, I've limited shoulder mobility. Where do we pull that mobility from? The rib cage, right? So you see, think about it. We're overhead and people struggle. What they do is they shorten their obliques. Pitches the rib cage up, which now is like, oh, I found my shoulder mobility. No, you just found your mobility in your rib cage, which is ultimately going to lead to a lot of our shoulder issues, okay? Mine included. So I'm a huge fan of this, especially for people that wear body armor. Okay, so we get a lot of trap impingement and things like that. And why is this thing mechanically so good other than kind of seeing like, okay, because if I'm in a fighting position or shooting position, when fight or flight hits, what do? We go into a shrug. Like this, and I don't want to fight here, I don't want to shoot here, I don't do anything well from here. So that's what this thing is teaching us to, like from a shooting standpoint, lats down. Now I'm stable and fighting. So this is a real great tool because I got to get my hands up without trying to guard, because that ain't going to work. Okay, if you're in a shrug, you can't get stability in your shoulders. So if you want deep instruction on this, go to Chris Duffin's site. It's there. But for what you need to know, really, for this tactical population, I'm just going to show you a couple things. Okay? So the first thing is don't start heavy. Right? You don't need to. Okay? Don't need to start heavy. Right now, there's only 5 pounds on this thing. Okay? Because if you are choosing too heavy of a weight in this exercise like or anything else, the first things that happens, your tendons and ligaments, they tense up. Okay? We've got to teach the body through our movement patterns that when we encounter stress, that we don't tense up. We're able to relax and work through the movements. Okay, so that's the thing, is your brain does not want to relax when your hands, okay, right here, they do not want to relax. So a lot of people, when they get to this position, they're trying to draw their mobility from here, and they can't swing it, okay? So if I'm squeezing my glutes, okay, the idea here, if you get this side here, the idea is to be able to swing this weight like this, be able to look through my hand. So if you'll see me here in a second, face on, as I swing this, the goal for you, I guess the goal for me is for you to not really be able to see my hands, okay? Now I know I'm able to move this with shoulder mobility, because you see how vertical my humeruses are, okay? So I'll go from the side, I'm going to see how vertical my humeruses are, and my rib cage isn't pushed out. There's no stability there, okay? So my first thing is I'm just going to get relaxed here. That's all I'm going to do is get relaxed behind me before I bring this thing around, okay? So kind of showing you a little bit further of this guy. Let me encourage you to understand this. Don't think you need to jump onto the next step and next step and next step with this. You will get really good benefit just trying to get it behind your head for a while. That light bulb will come on and you'll go, oh, I get this. This is you. We're not trying to wrestle this, okay? So if you're looking at me straight on, okay, I'll kind of be at an angle a little bit, but essentially what you're seeing is my hands are close to my body, okay? I'm going to let this thing fall to my side, and I'm just going to take my hands up over my head, right? That elongates my lat. Then essentially you're going to see a movement pattern. I'm just going to whoop, shorten my arm, right? This is very much a lat movement, okay? I've said this and said this and said this. If you want healthy shoulders, have a strong back, have strong lats, okay? Part of having strong lats are having mobile lats, okay? So from the side view, hands are nice and close, nice and relaxed. Relax, tight. So a little bit quicker, relax, tight. You see, it's the lats. So I'm going to loosen my lats, tighten my lats. And that is really how we stabilize the shoulder. Right, it's kind of a play on words. It's very much shoulder benefit through lat and tricep and a bunch of other beautiful muscles that need to elongate while this multi-directional joint tries to stay healthy. So this is just baseline. I really believe in this product. I believe in it so much that I think that it really will solve a lot of shoulder issues for guys. So if it's in your budget, give it a shot because this thing is a game changer.